Hey everybody, it's me. I have been asked to do a tutorial on how I did the mini album pages for my junk journal for my husband. This is it. I did a section with mini album style pages, and then I did a junk journal style, and then a section with the mini album pages and a junk journal all the way through the book. And someone asked if I could tell them how to do this, so that's what we're going to do today. Now, I've already measured for my pages, and it's going to be 8.5 by 5.5, and I've already cut all my pieces, so I will just run through the steps with you. The first one is a regular 8.5 by 11 size sheet of paper, which I scored in the center. And I'm just going to use my little trimmer here instead of digging through and finding my scoreboard on my desk. You know how that goes. And just score it right down the middle. Fold it in half, and this is the base of whatever page I'm doing. Whatever style I choose, or what do you call it? Whatever I do to it, whatever pockets or whatever folds or flaps or whatever I'm going to put into it. So we have our base. The first thing I'm going to do is put another page in it, which is this one. And I cut it to 5.5 with a 1/2 inch extra to make a flap. Scored it, folded it. I'm going to trim off my corners and glue it down. I'm using 3-in-1 by Beacon. This glue is really great. It doesn't warp your paper because it's not a water-based glue. I'm just going to put a stripe down there, lay it in here on this side of the fold. Remember to keep it on the edge of your score line. I glued it on this side of the score line. I want to be able to clearly see that score line, so that it doesn't have a problem folding later. I'm going to open it up, press it down, make sure it's good and burnished with my finger, and I am then going to glue a piece of paper on it. Oh yay, lots of glue. And I'm leaving an 1/8 of an inch border around. So there's my first page. For the front cover, I'm going to put this piece. Getting a little ahead of myself. Okay. For the inside of the front cover, first page, I'm going to use this maroon. I know, I'm just using random scrap paper, but I will use it in a book at some point, so I do want it to be a little nice. Okay. Oh, I did not cut one for this side, did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Well, we don't want to do that yet, do we? Don't get ahead of myself. Okay. I'm going to take a second and go get some magnets. Hang on. Okay. got my magnets, got my tape, and my glue. I am going to put a magnet here so that this page is magnetized to this one. And this is the way I do it. There are 100 different ways and tons of videos to show you how to do it. So, however you want to. I'll put a little dab of glue. Stick my magnet in it. Take some score tape. And put it across it. I'm going to leave the backing on it for the moment so that I can put my corresponding magnet on the other side. I'm going to take another piece of score tape, if I can find the end. There it is. And I'm going to turn it upside down on top of the other piece of tape. Well, and I'm going to drop my magnet. I'm going to put a little drop of glue in the center of it. Fold this over and press down so that the score tape adheres to the paper. And peel it back. Now I have my magnet, am I even in frame? My magnet in both sides, on both sides. Okay. Now I can glue down my paper. Oh, don't forget to peel your backing off at this point before you glue down your paper. Get that one a little long. Trim it off. Okay. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Get our backing off. Maybe. Trimmed my fingernails last night. Can't seem to get a hold of anything. There we go. Okay. And we'll glue down the paper on the other side. And that covers a little seam that was caused by gluing in this flat. Now I'm going to put a pocket on here. So I have cut a piece the size that I want. I'm going to trim off. I've scored it 1/2 inch all the way around. I'm going to trim across here where those two score lines meet. Cut out some of this excess. And then I'm going to trim these upper corners. And fold. I hope this is getting in frame. If not, I'm going to have to do this all over again. That is no fun. Okay. I've used my bone folder on all my edges, on my folds. And I am then going to glue down the piece of paper that I cut to fit on it. Okay, now I'm going to put glue on the 3 flaps to make my little pocket. Some up in those corners. And I'm going to glue that down right over the bottom of this page. Should not be doing this on this table. This glue is not good for varnish. Okay, now that should just fold over and stick down, just like that. Let's just trim off this little bit of excess. Okay, not perfect, but okay. One last thing to do. I have cut a piece 5.5 inches wide with a 1/2 inch scored on either side extra, so total of 6.5 inches. I'm going to fold those flaps down. And because I didn't want to waste the paper, I did not do a flap at the bottom. I'm just going to glue directly. Cut off my corners. Put some glue on each of these flaps. And I'm going to, oh, got to go across the bottom. Don't forget to go across the bottom because we do want it to be a pocket, not a tunnel. Okay. And we're going to glue this to the back. Oh. Burnish it down. And now we have a big pocket in the back. Okay, I did not cut a paper for that, so just pretend I cut a paper and glued it on the back. So now I have an insert for a junk journal or a mini album, either way, that opens this way, has another flap that opens and is magnetized, has a pocket here. Oh, get that glue off there. A pocket here and a big pocket back here. Now, when I go to make my album and put it all together, I will sew right through here, just like you would any signature for a junk journal. One this size, I would probably use a 5-hole, perhaps a 7-hole pamphlet stitch. And there you have it. I hope this helps. Bye.